Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to do a room tour of the Great Hall at the Chateau. We have just done lots and lots of cleaning in here. It was absolutely full of nesting birds that we had to wait until their babies had fledged and so on before we could do very much. We had to reinstate the windows, the fireplace was missing, so we did something quite creative with an old bookcase facade to create a fireplace, and our bed has moved in this room several times as well, as we have completed various different bits and pieces of the room. I'll also show you some of our choices of decor that we've put in so far. Some of it's definitely going to stay, and some of it is here temporarily, so that we actually have some furniture to use while we're here. So here is the Great Hall. It's over 9 meters long. I'll just take you through actually what I'd explain to you first. This absolutely huge pair of vitrine. We actually purchased these vitrine before we'd completed on the Chateau, and they stand just over 3 meters tall each, and as you can see there's a little way to go up to the ceiling. Even so, they were quite a risky purchase because they won't actually stand up in the barn back in the UK. So if there had been any issues at all, we'd have struggled to have sold them because we wouldn't be able to reassemble them there. Some of the early French antiques are the original knockdown ones, and they completely dismantle. So that's really, really handy. Actually, I'll take you in on some of the art that we actually collect. So this is one of our René Gallant paintings. This is Pierre. And as you can see, hopefully, he has been painted onto newspaper, which is just absolutely amazing. We've got a few marker pen drawings and so on as well by Gallant, and he just seemed to have the need to paint and draw on any piece of paper to hand. Coming round here, excuse some of the building mess and things that we're going to be using in the background. We aren't actually living in a building site, but in each of the corners of the chateau there were originally 4 really large towers. So you can see the entrance to one just over there. This is the tower that houses the stairs, and then there was the fallen tower that went around this smaller tower with the stairs. And then you can see the entrance to the 4th one just in the corner there, and another one, that's our largest René Gallant painting there. So originally the chateau had 4 towers, and now we have 1 fallen one and the internal staircase one. Now I'll insert some footage of what we did to construct this fireplace. It was completely missing. A nearby chateau had had a huge fire in the early 70s, and they needed to replace the fireplace, so they took the one from here, took it. I think they purchased it. The estate agent said they'd have probably have received the price of purchasing a new bicycle. So real shame. But this is actually an antique bookcase facade that so far we've only undercoated, but it will be painted with a faux stone finish and be made to look more realistic. And there'll be a large wood burner in there that we desperately need at the moment. The Auvergne has been very cold this week. The pipes that you'll notice in the corner there going up the wall are part of the plumbing installation. So there's a shower room below and the pipes, water pipe, and there's also a soil pipe that will be going up there as well when we convert the pigeonniere on the next floor. So this desk was a bit of an emergency purchase. I desperately wanted something to put my toiletries on at the time. We had no furniture whatsoever, and I just wanted surfaces. And since then, I've actually become really attached to this desk, and it looks wonderful in here, wherever we've put it, and it's been in many places in here. So both this window and the one at the far end there were in pieces just on the floor. So we've picked them up, done some rudimentary repairs, reglazed them to stop the birds coming in and re-nesting in the new season. And it made a massive difference. I mean, there were downstairs as well, there's original window frames as well, but next to no glass in any of them. So we've reglazed them all, and it was quite the task at the time. This is where the bed was until last month, and now at the moment it's kind of a bit of a storage area for things that we're not entirely sure what we're going to do with yet, or we haven't done enough work to actually place this furniture. So there you go, you can get a really good look at the stair tower. And then also you'll see the rickety stairs, almost a ladder, that go up to the next floor. Steve has built steps now to take us up to the Great Hall, so we're no longer on a ladder doing that. But we haven't taken the stairs any further up onto the top floor yet. We've been focusing on the 2 lower floors to start with. The upper floor is going to need a lot more work. And you can see where our bed is currently sitting at the moment. And that takes you a full tour around. Now, one of the most controversial things in this room are the walls. I absolutely love the layers and layers and centuries of plaster and decaying plaster. It's absolutely my look. Really nice and rustic, very textural, beautiful colours. You'll see over here where some of the plaster has been chipped away. You can see here where they have actually drawn blockwork around. Sorry about that, that was the phone ringing from the shop. As I was saying, they've painted in this faux blockwork around the corners, and yet there is actually the real blockwork underneath, which is quite funny. Something else that we've seen in the walls is some graffiti. Some of it is really, really old, and some script. And here. But as I said, the building was completely open when we first came to look ourselves, so goodness only knows. The children from the village have probably played in here for years. There's some more there. Some of the graffiti in the kitchen is said to be 16th century. How they know that, I'm not entirely sure, but there we go. Right, I think that concludes our tour of the Great Hall. See you next time.